Yeah, I think in terms of, with regards to principles and ways of conducting yourself, one thing that obviously I'm still fairly young, but one thing I do know is that when I behave in ways or do things that don't sit right with my own sense of ethics or kind of all the ways of just being a good person, it stays with me afterwards and it ruins the rest of my day and beyond. And I've grown to recognise those things and those feelings, and so I try to be relative. You know, I try and be true to that really. So I suppose that's what, I don't know, some sense of karma or something, I don't know. I just feel it when I've done something wrong and try and not repeat those mistakes, really.
I think manners fall into different categories. So there's the manners that the quintessential Englishman uses to know which knife and fork to use at dinner, which glass you drink what liquid out of, how to wear a suit. There's that element of manners. There's also the kind of manners that you would teach your children, which is don't speak with your mouth full, you don't interrupt people, that kind of element of manners. But I think manners, in my world, would be much more to do with empathy, the idea that you have to consider other people's feelings and try and put yourself in their shoes in order to understand the people around you.
The question about the training and the action. I've always, my attitude to physical exertion and action in films has been bring on the stunt double, and I'll have some valuable time in my trailer, and I would have been very, very happy if that had been Matthew Vaughan's plan on the first film. So I was actually, quite surprised to find that the pain I went through started to become enjoyable, and I loved doing the action sequences in both films, but the scale of them on the first was unusual, probably in any film for an actor to do, for I think for all of us. This time, I'd have been fine with the fact that I wasn't, the stuff I was doing wasn't quite as wild, had it not been for the fact I did just as much training. So I went through, probably about the same amount of pain in the run-up to the film. Ideas change at the last minute. I mean, it's one of the things I enjoy about working with Matthew Vaughan. You never know quite what you're going to do that day, despite what the plan was. But I've actually reached a point, to my surprise and my advanced years, where I actually, more physical action the better. I find it a lot simpler than acting in a strange sort of way.